And we got it super back on stream immediately. Didn't even really take that much of a break. Yep, Wally Swooper on stream. That's what we've got. This is our last match prior to top 8. Everybody else is locked in. This is gonna be our last match on commentary.
Thank you all for hanging with us.
Yeah.
It's been a blast. It's been a blast.
Yeah, it really has. And you know, luckily both. Well, I would say Wally is like, you know, we might be in for the long haul here, but Wally I think is the type to force something to happen. Wow,
Yep.
four pummels. A little greedy.
Wally is another student, not a student of Ryobeat, but like a close friend and compatriot. B-Bats as well. You know, all the Peaches communicate.
They're in close communication. Yeah, I like that. I wish Sheeks did that more.
Wally has an emphasis on the technical stuff.
Yeah.
Very aggressive. Peach is a character that you can get a lot of aggression in for floating.
Those Tri-State Peaches really are so technical. I would say B-Bats, Wally, and Nico are all very technical. Yeah.
And then I haven't seen him since the pre-pandemic, but Artie, a Connecticut Peach who won our Arcadian at one point, another insanely technical Peach.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Willie P in the chat. Another up-and-coming Peach.
Peach City, Tri-State. I
For real,
love that.
yeah.
Love that matchup.
I hate playing against Peaches, Mark. Too much guessing. I don't like it.
Fair enough.
If I wanted to play a card game, I would still play a card game.
Do you know how this usually goes? I imagine, you know, same region, they must play all the
Yes.
I
feel like it's
they're
back
both,
and forth.
They're both tournament grinders, so I'm assuming they're you know fighting in winners semis, winners finals, grand finals of New Jersey tournaments. But yeah, this is historically a very Peach favorite matchup, right? We used to see this all the time with KZU Duck.
Yes.
I've watched more Peach Samus grand finals than I really ever wanted to.
It's one of those classic examples where Peach obviously benefits from down smash, and Samus at early percent is a huge crouch canceller. Like every Samus player under the sun at low percent, that's how they take advantage of spacies, is crouch cancel down smash themselves. That's not here. If you need to get Peach above 50%, you gotta like kind of make it up on the fly.
Dude, we are at almost halfway through the timer, and at a low percent 3 stocks each. We're gonna see how many timeouts do you think we're gonna see this set? I give
Hopefully 0.
I'm putting the count at a solid 2, especially because I could see Swooper picking 2.
Oh yeah, especially we're at 4:10 and we've lost 2 stocks.
Yeah.
We take bathroom breaks during the set.
We'll cover for each other. Yeah, I mean, good point made in the chat that like this is a matchup where even if both players are actually fighting, there's just not very much punish game. The neutral is drawn out. Even if you're trying to hit the other person, it's something that's gonna go like it's a matchup that's gonna go for a long time, regardless.
Yes.
And Super definitely I think can stay back and fire the projectiles a little bit, but I don't think he's like trying to time up.
Yeah, Swooper is not a particularly campy Samus in my opinion. He's not someone who plays lame. Like his matches might take a while, but it's not because of lameness, it's because of discipline.
Sure.
And Wally is also in that camp.
Yeah, I find Wally to be pretty, he's assertive. He takes the initiative, I feel. I mean, especially looks like in this floaty matchup. I guess you kind of have to in this matchup because if Peach is pretty slow, and if Samus is on the other side of the stage, you're just probably getting railed with projectiles.
It's also really difficult to come back in a matchup like this.
Oh, yeah.
Really difficult.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Peach has, the once in a while Stitch face pull, and then suddenly, you're just back in the game for free, but otherwise, yeah.
Alright, Wally trying to apply the pressure, and Swoop's looking to run away, looking for an opportunity to pile some damage on here, but not really getting it.
Swooper really the Samus I associate the most with the platform movement. I think this platform movement right now is really nice. He's being evasive and still putting out a lot of hitboxes. Pretty much, exactly what you want to do if you're in this position in this matchup.
Wally making it uncomfortable on the ground with these really solid grounded options.
Yeah. And suddenly I feel like the match has been progressing a little bit quicker. It looked like we were on super timeout trajectory, and now it's looking like, maybe we'll, someone will lose all their stuff. Who knows? I like the initiative from Wally to go out for an aggressive edge guard, especially when you're behind. Oh, I can't believe that turnip didn't. Do turnips beat charge shot? Do you know? Is it like because with Sheik Needle it just eats the whole charge shot.
It's one hit each, right? So like they should just clank off each other basically. Yeah.
I think Swooper, if I'm Swooper, I've seen the timer, I've seen my lead, and I've started to think about it, right?
Yeah.
And this is a position I'm sure he's in fairly often, playing Samus, especially against Peach. He plays a lot of floaties, I'm sure. So he's definitely, it's in his head, you know, we're close to 1 minute.
Peach, incredibly good at playing with a lead, not so much playing from behind. So we'll see. That F throw doesn't kill because Samus.
Good DI. Samus, tough. Oh, there's that fair from ledge again.
Wally not just trying to play with some urgency and force it here. Still living.
But this is so tough. I mean, let's say even you get to stock. I mean, now Super can hit kill in one hit, so I don't imagine he's gonna go for the timeout. He'll probably just fight him. Yeah. Where we're headed? Probably a small stage, I'm guessing.
Don't say Dreamland, don't say Dreamland.
Okay. I guess like this makes sense. This makes sense, yep. Right? I mean, especially given, like I talked about earlier, Super is super platform heavy, especially for a Samus. You expect Samus to be so grounded. Super much more willing to maneuver the platforms, fight in the air. So I like this pick. Obviously, you know, the big thing is that it makes Samus it makes it much harder for her to be out of shield. She doesn't really have a good place to land. In the air, she gets shot super hard when there's no platforms.
Wally doing an excellent job of like grounded and semi-grounded like footsie type stuff, which is usually something that Samus is content to abuse. And by abuse I mean just take advantage of. Yeah, just like it's not cheesy, it's really impressive, honestly. Uh-oh.
I love the wave dash through his shield. Love that, just to get out of the corner.
It's beautiful grounded movement by both players.
Yeah. So patient from the Super. His ability to get out of the corner so far in this game has been really impressive. The position, look, wave dash through his shield again and then finds that down smash, so smart. I'm really liking the way Super's playing.
I love how instead of a match heading, we have loser gets knife. That's so mean.
Yeah, I guess people will understand the stakes better than if you said losers like round 5 or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's just like, can you imagine being the player who has to like look at this for analysis afterwards and be like, ugh.
Yeah. Sure enough. Wow, such a fast nair.
Cover my venue in beer, please.
Great power shield. Super really on point with those power shields. And he's got the turnip. I feel like Samus would have a really shitty turnip for that. I don't remember what it's like. That is so funny when you're in the morph ball form while you have the turnip, and then the turnip is way bigger than you. Super funny image.
We love jank. Yeah, it's one of the hallmarks. Ooh. Really good space control by fucking Super right here.
And the shield pressure too, yeah. It just feels like Super has had the momentum since, and Wally's just been trying to claw his way back the whole time. Oh, that's brutal. It feels like Wally's, like, I can't say for sure, but it's starting to feel like to me that Wally's trying to force his way in a little bit. I mean, I would be frustrated at this point, right? He's just not finding ways in. Super's doing a great job boxing him out, and a great job of, when he gets pressure, taking advantage of his positional advantage, shield pressure situation.
Yeah, patience is a finite resource, and it's really tough to play games this long.
Even for floating players.
Okay. Mirror kills. It's steep mountain to climb still. Oh, he's got the bomb though.
Oh wow. That's the best time to have it at low percent.
Yeah.
You'd like to see it a little bit later so you can maybe get a kill around 80 or 90, right?
For real, yeah. Wally just kind of chucked it at that point because, like, what does it really get you besides maybe 20%?
Like, the physics of bomb-bombs, like how fast it travels through the air, always catches me off edge guard. Like,
Yeah, it's a very heavy item.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of shit you get in a timeout heavy set like this. You are going to see, you can actually account for and plan for getting weirder Peach turnip pulls.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Just the numbers, right? The more turnips you pull. And just, I'm not sure how the edge guards usually go. I'm not sure if Peach has super effective tools at edge guarding Samus, but I think Swooper has been able to really outmaneuver Wally on recovery almost every single time.
Oh.
Like we saw against Rishi, I think his recovery in ledge game has been quite good. Oh, wow. Super weird interaction. Yeah, that the fair just kind of sent him nowhere.
F throw kills here, that percent? Yep.
It's got to, yeah. It's got to. Okay. Wally really bringing it back. Oh, and then takes such good advantage of his aggressive position. He's got Super in the corner. And the pressure is huge all of a sudden.
The percent lead is there, and it's just racking up.
Look at how quickly this set momentum turning around. Not just the game, but like
the pace.
It's gonna. It doesn't feel like it's 1-1, even if he takes a stock. It's about to be. It just feels like Swooper has been dominating for the last 15 minutes.
Kill? Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Great. I mean, great mental fortitude from Wally. It cannot be easy to claw your way back like that.
Holy moly. Very stressful. We're going to stadium.
Okay. Yeah, I can't really get into the head of the players as much, like the inside of like why this would be the stage pick.
Yeah.
Missiles, platforms.
Yeah. I mean, we're guaranteed 4 games here, so it's like we're gonna play on 4 stages.
Yeah.
So you might as well let it rip.
Surprised with 2 floaties on the screen, there's usually one guy who wants to play on a small stage so it doesn't take that long.
Yeah.
You know, so that we can chase the other person down and kill them at decent percent. And I'm surprised we haven't seen a Fountain or a Yoshi's yet. I would have expected the first pick from Swooper to be Fountain. I think when I remember watching Keizu, typically I think that was first Fountain.
Alright, Wally's starting to get a lot of mileage off those aerial punishes, though.
Have you noticed they changed the top? Not saying now it is LR4.
I think it was actually, I mean, it's like very dramatic to put loser gets 9th, but it's also true.
Nobody knows what the hell.
Yeah.
I'm a TO and I don't know what the hell LR4 is.
Yeah, I would have put like 4 top 8. I would have said winner gets top 8, you know?
Yeah, I like that framing. Yeah.
Not loser gets 9th. It's like when you get a lottery ticket, it's like loser gets $0. You know?
Yeah.
Alright, Wally building a lead here.
So much momentum all of a sudden. Oh, wow.
Good thing I said that, you know?
Great platform.
Wow.
Yeah, of course. Super just had to prove it. And I mean, we can see this is probably a big reason why he picked this stage. This room. I mean, the platform misses are such a hard wall for Peach to get through.
Yes.
It doesn't seem like a great way of just like getting through the missiles like Marth did, where like Rishi was ducking under them, he was swiping at them.
Yeah.
The missiles were not really a problem for him as much.
Yeah, Peach does not have the luxury of this game. Oh! Looking for it there, looking for the roll-in or something. Didn't happen. Alright, Swoop's really getting the lead on this stock, but
it's crazy how swingy it's just been in the past 5 minutes since that game. I mean, we haven't seen a game 5 yet on stream, or at least on this stream. Maybe this could be it.
yeah, a very dramatic finish to our top 32.
Yeah. Oh, like best of 5 between 2 floaties going all the way. So that's the shit that delays tournaments.
For real. But, you know, it's a party tonight. That's the good thing about being Saturday is that people aren't really... It's not like Wednesday night where it's like, I got work in the morning.
I'm so shocked and impressed that those New Jersey players making their way out.
For real.
Yeah.
Ooh. Straigneer kills there. Very high percent. Alright, Swooper kind of back in the driver's seat here.
Another bomb bomb. You've seen 2 bomb bombs, a dot eyes, and a stitch face, and not a single one connected.
It's just the way it goes with Samus, because like Samus's offstage recovery is so long, and there's so little you can do to interact with it. So you might as well just be ripping turnips out looking for something to give you an advantage.
Play the odds, but you gotta hit those turnips, right?
Oh jeez.
Super's been hitting. I mean, on the other hand, Super's been hitting charge shot after charge shot. That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah.
And he's been hitting with the kind of midway charged ones, right? Keeping it a little bit unpredictable.
Yeah. I'm impressed. I continue to be impressed. Oh, that shield poked.
Wow.
Expanding brain play. Wally keeping it conservative here.
Wally just not. I think this would be such a different set if Wally could even convert, like, I want to say 10-20% more of the edge guards he's currently converting, because he's just not edge guarding Super very often. I say this.
Yep. Well, we'd love to see adaptation in real time.
To see it. Yeah. And it's hard. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Edge guarding Samus, it's just feels like it's just a fiend task sometimes. Just keep coming back over and over and over, no matter what you do.
Yeah, and it's really tough for Peach to go deep. Like, faster characters can kind of go make the bomb stalling difficult for the Samus and give them a hard time, but Peach doesn't really have that luxury. She might find herself on the wrong end of a hitbox and dead at a lower percent, you know?
Yeah, especially with these phenomenal charge shots Super's been doing. I mean, that's just Super doing a great job. Yeah, I would love to, this is a match where I would love to see the Slippy stats and be like, who's killing it?
Yeah.
Because that's, I mean, that's huge, right?
Yeah, this is a master class in a very heavy floaty matchup.
Big damage.
I don't think this one's gonna go to time either, but we are really milking these timers. Yeah. Oh, is that gonna kill? Okay. Whew. I got stressed out.
My prediction of 2 timeouts this set is looking like it's definitely not gonna happen, which I'm overjoyed.
Yeah. But also, like, it's like a monkey's paw thing where like we don't get the timeouts. Instead, every game goes to like 7.5 minutes.
Yeah, you know, if you're gonna go to 7.5 minutes, I might as well see a timeout. It's hype, right? You know, that the last 30 seconds is the hype part. So I prefer to see that. No, that's a great edge guard from Wally.
One of the very first nightclubs, I don't know if it was on purpose, but we had 7-minute timers, and I thought it was sick. Because like, timeouts are gonna happen, or they're not, right? Like, the 7 minutes doesn't really change who's going to timeout. Right? Like, I really don't think it encourages more players to timeout. I think the matchups where it's gonna happen, were gonna happen anyway, and we take a minute off, and the matchups where it isn't, doesn't even factor in. Like, Fox Falco, 7-minute timer, never gonna matter in a million years.
Right. I'd love to see it. What does a Fox Falco timeout match look like?
A lot of shields.
A lot of Fox is empty full hopping, Falco's lasering, nobody's committing. I think it really has to do more with like nobody's hitting any punishes. The longest Fox Falco games I see are in like run points. So we're going back to battle. I believe this is where we started, right? Again, I'm surprised we're not starting on or we're not going to a small stage on Wally's counter pick. Yeah, I mean, obviously he knows what he's doing.
Sticking to the script, you know, Swooper's ahead here, but it's not an insurmountable lead, and it's not an insurmountable advantage.
No, not at all. And there was a good period of time where it felt like Wally had so much momentum, and here he is building it again. It is just such a mental grind, right? I mean, this is a matchup where you have to think about the mental game, like the discipline, like just not getting, especially if you're Wally, not overextending and, you know, getting impatient with the fact that this guy is firing with like, you know, a dozen projectiles at you every few seconds.
Yeah, he's kind of just taking what comes here. Throwing turnips out is more of a jump cover than like any kind of legitimate pressure, and just kind of waiting for Swooper to overcommit to something, which I completely understand.
Yeah. Oh, here we go from Wally.
Getting the bomb there, but the trade not great.
That's a rough trade. It's so scary when Samus has that charge shot too, especially like you're Peach, you know, like a lot of other characters, like you're moving around fast enough, like it's fairly easy to dodge the charge shot, especially from far away. Not so with Peach. Not so, yeah. It's a bit harder.
Ooh! Somehow that, I believe that's Dare and Nair, somehow that Dare and Nair covered both traditional recovery and going understage and up being back.
Right.
Anything but the sweet spot, really. Wow.
Wally content now. This is, I think, the slowest we've seen Wally play now that he has the lead. A little bit of a different approach.
Living?
Don't you think?
Yes. You gotta do what you gotta do. Both players picking their spots here.
I like the change in strategy. It's like, well, you know, I've been rushing at this guy this whole set. Why don't I take my time a little bit? See what he has to offer when he's the one who has to move forward, right?
If you're this deep in bracket and this deep into this hellish of a set, you have to play to your strengths.
Yeah.
You can't get impatient. You can't lose the willpower.
And that's really the most impressive part to me, especially when you're down.
It's insane.
Great spot touch for the super preemptive neutral grabs coming. What a combo.
Oh, that killed it so low.
If you kill at 90, like, you're feeling so good. It's
you basically get 2 stocks. This is an 8 stock match.
So tough. I can't imagine how demoralizing that must be. It's like you have to wait the whole time and just grinding match and suddenly you get tried shot at 90 and you're out. I mean, what a combo for super. Great ability by Super to get out of the corner. I've been really impressed with his corner play, especially because Wally's been rushing him down so much. He's had to fight out of disadvantaged position so often, and it does so quite well.
Yeah, Samus's grounded movement's really speedy, and a lot of people don't anticipate it.
Yeah,
can throw hitboxes out that really cover a lot.
Super's certainly making it look speedy. Oh. Wow.
Good work by Swoops again, but needs some air there. Okay. Alright, not undoable, you know?
No, not at all. And you eat, like, you know. Oh.
Okay, well, now it's looking a little more undoable.
If he had the charge shot too, it's over.
I'm gonna count like 80% as a stock in every character. Both these characters have 8 stocks, right? So like every 80% is a stock.
It does feel that way.
Yeah, if you have to get them to 160 to kill them, and if you're down 80%, you might as well be down full stock here. Oh, he tried to jump!
Shot. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, you're just not as quick to dodge the charge shot.
Alright, Wally in the corner here.
Samus's punishes, like, Super's punishes on Peach are so good.
Neither player's first rodeo here.
It's not completely over yet for Wally. Great edge guard. That's what he's been looking for this whole match. He needed that. Wow, that was so good.
Alright. Make me eat my words for saying that Peach has a hard time going deep earlier. And I'm glad to see it. Yeah. Going out and challenging Samus on the recovery is really important.
And Super has the charge shot. Now it's a whole different. Neutral is wholly different. You have to be so careful if you're Wally.
Chekhov's gun right here. We're
So
entering
much
the
rolling.
third act.
So much rolling. Oh! What an air dodge. Insane. Wally content to just play the neutral out a little bit.
Yeah, he's starting to tilt the scales. Tiny neutral wins, getting little bits of percent.
He needs to hit it so many times.
Not making it easy at all.
What a comeback it would be, though, right? Wow. Charge shot has such a bad hitbox.
Peach's fingernail is disjointed.
Yeah, for real. Oh, the wave dash through again, so good from Swooper. Oh, just barely dodges the charge shot.
Wow, and the down smash gets it! Swooper
No
advances
reaction
to
from
top 8.
Wow, no reaction
He is
at all.